Hello folks, welcome to episode 42 on the StrangeCraft server, and we're back over at the monument area we had last episode off. If you remember, we were last here in episode 40 and I'd started to change the kind of layout of the cliffs that I was doing. I'd gone from these more gentle hills to this more kind of severe cliff face style cliff mountain. And I really like it. I really like how it looks, and I want to start working on extending it. So, in this episode, we're going to be finishing off that section, and then we're going to be doing as much of this monument as we can. I think we'll probably do a little bit of these tall cliffs, and then we'll start to work from the inside out. So go into the monument, do something similar to what we're doing here, and then we can work on the other bits after. You know, out the back, out of sight, out of mind, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm following this broad sort of pattern of using stone and cobblestone, and we're going to have to do some more detail to the cliffs after. So this is all about getting the structure in, so later on we'll use more dirt, more snow, possibly like cyan terracotta and things like that, so lots and lots to do. I've got a good idea of how this is going to look in my mind. Whether that will play out in this episode or not, I do not know. We'll see. So I'm just going to fly up here. I've been working on the inside as I said I was going to. And we'll do the turnaround, and there we go. I've started to build out the structure using the same pattern that I was using on the outside and started to build that up on the inside, and that's looking, well, I think that's looking really cool. I think it works really well. So I'm just going to go into free camera mode with Tweakaroo. If you're wondering how I did this, I have a tutorial video on Tweakaroo that covers the free camera mode. It is so useful for doing this kind of mountain build. It just means I can go out like this and have a good look at it. Am I happy with the structure? So what you can see around the top there is I've kind of got these, it's almost like a layout. And then what I do is I build up these structures to that layout, and then sort of you go up in a diagonal kind of fashion in places, and you just sort of start to get this natural rugged look. So yeah, and this is the back. I finished the back, so that dirt will eventually at the top get changed out to snow. I think we need a little bit more dirt further down, and then I've got to work out how the hell I'm going to merge that into what I've already done. I have got an idea for this actually, so it's not going to be done in this episode, but I think we'll see where it goes, and then I'll start testing some stuff. But for now, I've got another project I need to work on. It is related to this, and it's to do with the nether tunnel to get here, because at the moment it is incredibly lethal. So I've moved my portal, and I'm now just digging out some more netherrack to get to it. You can only just about see it, but the path on the right hand side, you can see the stone on the right, that is my current path to my portal, and it goes through a basalt delta biome, and let me just say, it is utterly lethal. Every time I go over there, there is a 50-50 chance I'm going to get hit by a magma cube, and if that doesn't get me, then I'll get a ghast or a piglin. Honestly, a nightmare. So what I'm doing is digging out this path. I'm going to make it pretty wide. I'm going to put soul sand over the top, then slabs on top of that, boring cobblestone slabs, and then just like a design with some spruce wood and more cobblestone. Honestly, I don't know if this tunnel's going to stay. I don't know what I'm doing with the nether portal long term. Once I finish this build, it might move. So I'm using the most basic, most boring of resources just so I have a safe passage there. And also Spartan Creeper was watching my my stream, and he can believe how lethal it was. So I figured, you know, if he wanted to see it on the public world on our Discord, if you join our Discord, by the way, if you've been there for a month, you can come and see our world. We back it up to another server, and we allow people who've been in the Discord a month to come on. There'll be a link down in the description for the Discord, so come join us. So yeah, I'm just going to build this up, and then we'll come back in. I'm not going to do a lot of progress updates with this, because like I say, I'm not going for anything fancy. It's just a very plain functional design and safe. Okay, I actually couldn't be bothered to do any progress updates on this, and I'm sure you can see why. It is so plain and dull, but it is incredibly functional, and now magma cubes aren't dropping down on my head. I can fly down without taking flight damage, because I was quite often hitting the wall. It is just a lot better. And I've moved it, because as well, if you remember, the portal was down under the cliff on the right hand side there. Now I can just fly in a straight line. If you wonder why I put it all the way over there, it's because this is the direction you'll be coming into the monument. So there is a decent chance that I might actually keep it there. We will see. And as you can also see, I've made lots of progress on this mountain. I've started to wrap it all the way around now, and it is looking super cool. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments what you think. I think that looks awesome. I know it needs more design, we're getting the structure in, But I think that looks really, really cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue wrapping that round, and I'll jump back in as I've got some more progress to show you. So I have a similar progress update right now, and yeah, that's looking really cool. There's a little bit there, and this is what I've been doing. I'm going in and out of this free camera mode, and if you saw on the right hand side there, it was looking just a little bit plain. Just over there in the bit you can see snow in that. I've just been experimenting, putting a little bit more snow in there, and it instantly looks better with that extra little bit of texture. So I've got to do more of that later on. I was just having a play in the corner. I thought it would be good to have the snow build up in the corner, but yeah, just this little bit here, just it doesn't look quite right. If you look, everything else looks a little bit more rugged. That bit's looking a little bit flat. You can tell where I've done it. So I'm just gonna experiment with trying to just make this just a little bit more rugged. So I'm gonna have to bring that up a little bit. There we go. Put some cobblestone stairs to end it on. That really helps as well. It kind of differentiates it and instantly makes it look just that little bit more rugged. See how that looks better already? It's still not quite as rugged as some places. So maybe if we dig this out a little bit. It's the problem with having H2 beacons. You take out stuff you don't want to. And I'm going to use Tweakeroo. I will have a video on this. I haven't done one yet, although it might be out by the time this video comes out. And there we go. That looks better than it did 30 seconds ago. So that's kind of the process that I've been following. There we go. Looks loads better. So I'm going to continue to wrap this around, and hopefully it'll look quite cool. Let's put another cobblestone step there. Like I say, just rugged it up a bit. Cobblestone's almost like the rock started falling onto those bits. It started to crumble away from the effects of time, which is why I really like that. But like I say, we've got to do more detail. We've got so much stone here. We've got to do a little bit more detail with stuff like gravel, andesite, and then stuff like cyan terracotta and things like that. But we'll get to that. Don't think it'll be in this episode. There we go. That's looking, just if you remember what it looked like about a minute ago now. Just these little tweaks making it look so much better already. And then we've got some stuff to finish up around the right hand side, but that looks cool. We will get rid of those beacons eventually. The beacons aren't staying, they are just incredibly useful. I think that looks cool. That looks so much better than it did, like, you can see what I mean, I think. And then if I go around here, this whole area is just looking awesome. There's a little bit just on the flat on the right hand side. Look how cool that looks. Especially at distance. I know we've got the top of the mountain to do. I just wanted to get it up to a certain level, and then we'll figure it out after that. Folks, what do you think of this so far? Let me know. I got so much done. It's weird how sometimes when you're doing content, like the episode I did, episode 41, which was the tunnel to the gold farm, that took me, you know, a couple of hours to build. It didn't take too long at all. This one I have spent several days doing. And it sort of adds up to the same amount of video content in the end. It's weird how it kind of just varies from stream to, or video to video rather. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, let me know down in the comments. If you'd like to see more of me doing this kind of build in my Let's Play videos, let me know. If you want me to see me do anything else, let me know down in the comments. I love comments on my videos. Anyway, folks, that's all I got time for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with this little fly up as though you're the character. But anyway, folks, I'm Abfielder. Goodbye.